What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 530 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 142 of Genesis, your Friday evening show, as I am a bit earlier than expected. What is up? Hopefully we'll get the rest of the crew in here, but for now I've got Topher, Bateman, and Mark, and isn't that all you really need in life? But we are getting tonight's show kicked off, guys, with some tag team action and two, season debuts, the debut period for the new team known as French Pride. Sebastian Vachon, a returning CMV superstar, pairing with friend Joseph Lance as they take on the Police Squad, but they are not by themselves as they have made an alliance with the party policeman constable, former constable, I should say, Martini. The party police are certainly scouring Genesis for any ruckuses that may be afoot. And it could be the FP that are causing some problems. Yes, former Fusion Tag Team Champions indeed. Haven't seen Police Squad actually since they lost the titles at the very end of season 4, that was. So it's been over a year actually since the Police Squad have been here in CMV, but they are looking to kick off this season right with a victory. Bill Jones, John Smith, but don't forget on the opposite side, Sebastian Vachon, a former Rising Star champion and World Tag Team champion, as a part of Rise. This is Genesis gamer, so no. Jeremy Alexander is on NGW, which is on Tuesdays. But for what is definitely going to be a saucy card, a lot of big pay-per-view worthy matches tonight, including Matt Devious making his season debut. The hero killer himself going to be going up against the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews for a first time ever encounter. We've also got Reese Matthews taking on the CMV International Champion Xander Slate. And a whole lot more. But there they are, French Pride, Sebastian Vachon and Joseph Lance. Everybody hates Frenchmen. What up, Hellish? Also, Angelo Babos in action tonight. Just for you, Mark. Actually, in our main event, Babos in action as he will be going one-on-one with Mr. Money in the Bank El Jefe. And there they are, the law around these parts. John Smith there on the right, Bill Jones on the left, and No Fun Martini right smack in the middle. A very imposing force. They are indeed making their way down the ramp. Martini in his mission to rid Genesis of all ruckuses and parties going on. Recruiting some enforcers and Certainly found himself a good couple of the former Fusion Tag Team champs. So here we go, tag action kicking off the show. French Pride, Sebastian Michon starting off against Bill Jones. Police Squad, they are formerly known as, of course, and their time on Fusion bullied many in the Tag 2 division. Crooked Cops, taking any pay they can to look the other way. Ooh, but Sebastian with a crisp slap right across the face and even inadvertently striking referee Tyson there with that kick. Ooh, a big time squash in the corner. Now Bill Jones pressing his knee up against the throat of Sebastian. Trying to make that tag to John Smith, it would seem. Having a bit of trouble though. Now going to pick Vachon up to his seat instead as Martini watches on. Thus far doesn't seem that impressed. Nice counter, though, by Jones with an arm drag. Closes into Vachon. Irish whip into his corner. Charges for a hellacious clothesline indeed. Going to take Jones right down, but pops back up rather quickly. Party policemen older in their years compared to French Pride. The younger, but with age comes experience, and certainly looking to use that experience. Hot tag, though. Here comes our first look at Joseph Lance. Gets off a beautiful drop kick to Jones, trying to step back, line up another shot, double axe handle there, and another single leg drop kick, kind of an ice cold kick. Never forget. I don't know if Cole Savage might be watching from his personal skybox tonight. Elbow to the midsection, and again, third time. Breaks himself free from the grasp of BJ. Gotta watch out for Martini. Martini, for someone who doesn't very much enjoy ruckuses, has created quite a few. Remember at the end of last season, he ran down during a light heavyweight championship match, caused a disqualification. I guess it's only when other people are causing ruckuses that Martini really cares. He can cause all the ruckuses he wants. Irish whip to the corner, body splashed out by Joseph Lance, who currently has taken firm control over Jones. And then watch out, referee Tyson into the corner. Keep thinking they're going to make tags, but just into their body splash instead. That's exactly what Party Police need, is a lawyer character. Ooh, that was a very interesting hot tag. Jumped like halfway across the ring. Bill Jones, older in his years, but very agile, it would seem. John Smith now in for the first time in this matchup. Maybe a bit of ring rust on the Police Squad because they are not faring so well against French Pride in this match. DDT by Lance. Goes for a pin. Will that be enough? BJ trying to get back into the ring to perhaps make the save, but only a 1 count anyhow. Smith able to survive. Oh, lining up the shot. Lance looking to put this match away. Oh, pump handle Uranagi. Oh, wow. But Tober actually doing the beckoning of Martini, who interferes here. And Joseph Lance, the rookie, falling for it. That's going to give John Smith a good amount of time to recuperate as Joseph makes the tag to Sebastian. Sebastian going to go right for the pin, and maybe that amount of time won't matter, but no, Smith able to kick out at the count of 2. Oh, Smith, big kicks in the midsection. Modified Northern Lights suplex. Dragged by arm and leg. John Smith, very wise strategy here to bring Sebastian all the way to his corner. Now just going to stare at him, though. Wasting a whole lot of time indeed, as Martini again just stands there. Tag to Bill Jones. I guess he was waiting for Jones to try and recuperate. Jones not looking too hot. I don't know if that tag was such a wise idea, but here comes BJ working out a kick in his shoulder, and just like Smith, going to watch Vachon, not actually trying to do anything. Up over the shoulders. Gonna take him for a bit of a walk. And right across that top rope. Chest first, right down onto the sternum. That is definitely gonna hurt if you are Sebastian Michal. But there we go, flips over. Boot up under the jaw. Sebastian gonna charge him. And clothesline the corner, just gonna try to squash him like a bug. This is the night of Topher Cause. Every Topher Cause booked on this card. Oh, here we go. Finally, a bit of actual teamwork in this tag match. European uppercut. And John Smith going for a bit of a ride on Bill Jones's shoulders. Elbow drop from the higher end district. That's what I like to see. Might not be the biggest fan of the police squad or the party police, but I don't like French people even more. Reverse DDT, grabbing him by the belt, lifting him up high into the air, drilling him back down to the mat, but Sebastian's back up, European uppercut. I just saw the spit fly out of Smith's mouth for the Lord's sake. Irish from the corner slowly approaching. Obviously, John Smith cooking up something. You see Joseph Lynch wants to get into the ring, try to help out his friend, his tag team partner, but referee Tyson making sure that doesn't happen. I guess going live wasn't such a good idea, eh? Everybody's still in school. Elbow drop, elbow drop, elbow drop again. My goodness, John Smith just unloading on the side of the knee. I think he even split Sebastian's pants. You can kind of see the seam is a bit cut. I think I could see his underwear. Tag now to Bill. Oh, I completely forgot about Crown Jewel. Wow. That's today? Oh, all right then. Tag to Joseph Lance. It might be up to him at this point to bring this matchup back into the favor of French Pride. Bringing him right to the place he does not want to be. Wow, slick move by BJ though. Joseph just slamming himself face first into the top turnbuckle. Another tag. The police squad once more working in tandem. What's this now? Oh my goodness. Oh shit. I don't even know what to call that. Like a double kind of, I don't know, choke slam scenario? Well, no matter what you want to call it, it was deadly looking. Now John Smith looking to hammer the final nail into the coffin. Oh! Whoa! Martini just slid in a steel chair. Now, excuse me, but isn't that causing a bit of a ruckus? I don't know what exactly John Smith was trying to finish off Joseph Lance with, but it was reversed. Now a steel chair in the ring, though. What's up, Gumball? Oh, Joseph wanting to make that hot tag. John Smith, though, realized it just in the nick of time. Of course, coming up next, guys, going to have a rematch from last week as Crow from the Anarchists going to take on Deshaun Porter of the ATL. But there we go. Referee Tyson luckily finding the steel chair before John Smith could utilize it. Martini's plan there backfiring. Into the corner. Will French Pride finally make a tag? Yeah, there we go. Now it's Police Squad in a bit of trouble. Double Irish whip. Double. Bit of a hip toss. John Smith is going to completely no-sell it like the absolute G that he is. He's too old to be selling. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, well, rip in peace Sebastian's ribs. Probably just turned to dust. And now John Smith again. Where did Bill Jones go? On the hunt to try to finish off French. Oh my God, reversed again though. Obviously that maneuver's not doing him much good in this match, whatever he keeps trying to go for. Luckily though, Martini gonna help out his enforcers a bit as much as he can without possibly getting disqualified by head official Tyson. Sebastian taking in a deep breath, the Grenoble Nightmare. Kneeling position, just going to fire off those right hands. And now some remorseless stomps. Jeez. Vachon dissecting Smith here. Into a front headlock. This might be John Smith's last opportunity. A bit of a cheeky walk tag to Bill Jones perhaps would be wise. There it is. Loving the teamwork. Oh, double punch to the gut. Double body split, just crushing his head. And look at that. I love Police Squad. Wow. Big fan. Let's see if Jones can maybe wrap this one up. Not if Sebastian has anything to say about it. Irish whip. Rebounds. Shoulder tackle. Showing off some power. Oh my God. A Martini again. Getting into the head of French Pride here. If I were referee Tyson, I probably would have ejected Martini a long time ago, but I'm not. Up to Tyson to do his job, but being very lenient. Not wanting to get out of the bad side of the party police, I guess. Hook to the jaw, Sebastian. Lead up against the ropes, but fires back quickly. Excuse me. That knee to the gut gonna suck all the air right up out of Jones before Vachon can maybe make a pin. Wise for Bill Jones to roll to the outside. Great tag team match this has been so far to kick off tonight's show. Slides back in. Bill Jones going for a jumping cutter. Wow, thrown right back to the outside of the ring with that clothesline. Sebastian giving no F's. Going out to green and watch out for that steel chair as referee Tyson begins his count at 1. Exchanging kicks to the midsection. Bill Jones, I don't know what he's doing right now exactly. Forearm smash creates a bit of distance. Oh! Body blocking. Sebastian's back certainly landing right on that steel chair. And then the back again targeted. That drop kick sends him right into the apron. Back injuries, undoubtedly the most dangerous in wrestling. Bill Jones has no intentions, it would seem, of getting this fight back into the ring. Face first now off the steel steps, doing as much damage as he can ringside before actually trying to win this match. You can see BJ clutching at his ribs, so makes the tag to John Smith. Sebastian is hurt for certain right now. Given that amount of time, able to recuperate. Doesn't do him much good in the end, though. Hook to the jaw now, turns him around. Irish whip into the corner. John Smith having eyes to end this match, using his full body weight, and it's a lot. Not calling him fat or anything, but certainly a thick boy. Modified Uranagi there, stomped down onto the forearm. Sebastian cannot escape here. Absolutely trapped and at the mercy of John Smith. Up into a seated position. Now we got a nice side headlock from a grounded position. Martini is loving what he's seeing right now. Very impressed with his enforcers so far and this tag team encounter. Let's go though. Sebastian just throwing absolutely everything he has left here at John Smith, but even that not going to work out in his favor. Look at these kicks to the back of the knee. You can see that John Smith wears those knee braces on both of his knees. I'm not sure if that's due to prior injury or just a fashion statement. If it is due to prior injury, though, those would certainly be big targets. From behind, punch to the back of the head. No, overhand again, a headbutt. Backing him up slowly but surely, but John Smith catches him. Tag to Bill Jones. What the hell is this? Oh! Wow! Assisted big bullying of Bill Jones going on. Bill Jones been frustrated. He's a bit miffed. He's had enough of this match. Wants it to end already. Go home and have some tea. Oh my goodness. Wow, that came out of nowhere. But as Sebastian and Sean go for the pin, both John Smith and Martini distracting referee Tyson. That was the Grenoble Project that, oh, gonna go for it again. And there it is. Grenoble Project the second time. 1, 2, 3, and French Pride. Why didn't nobody help him out that time? Both John Smith and Martini helped out the first time, then neither of them did the second time. French Pride escaping with the victory over the Party Police here at the top of tonight's show. Smith couldn't be bothered. They're older in their years, right? They can't go like they used to. But they certainly did go. No easy win for French Fried, but did I say French Fried? French Pride, but a win nonetheless. Did you think I was saying French fries that whole time, Topher? I think that'd be a little bit too on the nose if they were named French fries. But from 2 tag teams to another 2 tag teams, though this is a singles match, in fact, a rematch from last week, where one half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions, Deshaun Porter, took on Crow, the Anarchists. They had a pre-match agreement to leave their respective partners backstage, but Crow broke that promise when Caleb came down to ringside and actually interfered, allowing Crow to pick up the victory. So Deshaun requested this rematch. His request has been met by General Manager and new CMV Alpha World Champion Pat LaFave. Oh, jobber entrances, I guess. Okay. Fair enough. What's up, Soul Taker? But this matchup, our second bout of the evening, is going to get underway and going right after each other again. Caleb Reed and Malcolm Fry left in the locker room, and hopefully they stay there. I'm sure the ATL were planning ahead, though, for any shenanigans the Anarchists might pull. They're ready for anything. Going for a kick to the chest to the outside, and Crow gonna catch him with that dragon screw. Ooh! Hanging Crow up to dry. Big time jab, and again back and forth, a brawl ensuing between these two. My God! Crow even having to take a momentary reprieve. Deshaun going out. Looks like Crow guys might not be too inclined for this rematch anymore. Looks like he's leaving. Crow saying, forget about it. I don't need this. Oh, but Malcolm Fry coming down with the save, making sure. Wow, big time payback for last week. Crow trying to run away, saying, I already beat you. I don't got to do it again. But the other half of the World Tag Team Champs, Malcolm Fry, no waffles tonight. Coming down to say that, hey, luckily referee Tyson didn't see Malcolm actually punch Crow, because that would have been a disqualification. Going through for a pin, but not even a 1 count. Kick to the back. Crow now realizing he's not got anywhere to run. See that shoulder block to the back? That was pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that before. The Anarchists definitely feel as though with Crow's win over Deshaun Porter last week, they are deserving to be next in line for a World Tag Team Championship opportunity. I certainly hope Porter rethinks what he's about to do. If he misses this, it could be career-threatening. Oh, there we go. Thankfully, he does. Rip Soul. Never forget. But it was Deshaun Porter himself who said after that loss last week, you beat one of us. We're strongest when we're together. That's why we're former Fusion Tag Team Champions, 2-time World Tag Team Champions, because we're the greatest team in CMV history. Yeah, you beat me, but you didn't beat us. I definitely would love to see the Anarchists take on the ATL. I think that'd be a great matchup, but saw that Deshaun wasn't able to escape that body scissors. Crow hoping enough damage was done perhaps to get the pin off of it, but only a 1 count, even with Malcolm Fry interfering this time. Wow, look at that. Crow with a rope-assisted sit-out power bomb. Grabbing Deshaun by the arm, slamming it down at the canvas, then a stomp to the bicep. Seems like Crow's focus has shifted to the arm of Deshaun Porter. Oh boy, now to the high-ranked district, and Crow maybe going for the crow's nest. No, not going for his signature swanton bomb, but instead an elbow drop that does miss its target. Tripping him up, going for a half Boston Crab. That'll be an immediate rope break. Good call by head official Tyson. Well, man, Crow has been dominating this match so far. Oh, there we go. Deshaun catching a second win. Wow. Kip up, then just charging Crow. Catching off guard with that Hurricane Rana, no doubt about it. Not able to dodge that boot up under the jaw, though. Catches that big boot coming in at him. Butterfly suplex. Up to the top rope. Deshaun Porter, known for his antics from the high-ranked district, goes for an elbow drop as well, but misses. Elbow drops not going very well for anybody tonight, it would seem. Slingshot off that rope, sent back towards the middle of the ring. Guys, up next, we have got a huge one-on-one matchup. I cannot wait to see, no doubt, the biggest match of Kevin Silva's career, as he's going to take on Tim LaFave, making his season debut. Timmy Boy is back, and vintage Deshaun Porter O'Connor roll German suplex, bridge to pin, and the 3 count. Getting the win back for last week, where the Anarchists used those nefarious means, numbers game, to screw over Porter. It was Crow who tried to leave the match tonight, but Malcolm Fry came down, threw him back into the ring, made sure he was not going to run away from the fight, and this is what happened because of it. O'Connor rolled German suplex, bridge to pin, and Deshaun Porter going to get that W. And here we guys, I have been looking forward to this matchup all week long. The Portuguese god of wrestling, who as of late has impressed many in the CM universe with his big unexpected wins, tonight could be the biggest in his career, as he's going to step up to the living legend himself, future Hall of Famer, the scorned Tim LaFave. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Tim LaFave works in the kind of position he's currently in. His father, of course, Pat, taking over as the new general manager. And last week, that play, you got to give credit where it's due. I don't appreciate what he did. I certainly don't agree with it. But, man, the play of the day by Pat LaFave, how he screwed Josh Wolf out of the Alpha World Championship last week. And now with Josh Wolf reportedly on the shelf for who knows how long. I mean, go back and watch what happened. He went through 3 brutal matches last week that culminated in that 1v3 handicap where he just got absolutely smashed to bits and losing the Alpha World Championship now firmly around Pat LaFave's waist. How is Tim going to react? Is he gonna step up to the plate in Josh Wolf's absence and wage war against his father again? Or is he too focused on his scheme for revenge against those who wronged him, of course, and Bob Luger, Xander Slate, and Randy Borton? But from the regime, here comes the Portuguese god of wrestling, Kevin Silva, with Sarria at his back. And Kevin Silva was one of those matches Josh Wolf had last week. He had Perry Heaton in a handicap match defeating Josh Wolf, and it was what happened after that match that had a lot of people shook. Perry Heaton turning on Kevin Silva and effectively siding against the regime. Is that such a smart career move? I don't know, but apparently Perry Heaton not alone, because Nick Platinum, the entrepreneurial genius, as he said in his own words, and apparently Perry Heaton's new advocate put Perry Heaton up to that. You can see Sarria talking into Silva's ear here, getting him as amped up as he possibly can. We're going to have to bring everything that he has got to this matchup. And here he comes. One of the most decorated superstars in CMV history. The very first ever CMV Alpha World Champion. It's so interesting that Tim LaFave was the first man to ever hold that championship, and now today his own father is the current title holder. But as I said, is Tim LaFave going to be able to muster any sort of rebellion or put together any sort of team as he has in the past to go against his father with his mind so dead set and focused on revenge? You can see right there in his shirt, he got revenge on Luger. Xander Slate and Randy Orton still await their comeuppance. And we know it's really consumed Tim's mind. Hasn't been able to really focus on anything but getting back at those who cost him so much of his career. Well, Tim tonight, if he knows any better, and I know that he does, not going to take Kevin Silva as anything else than a very dangerous opponent. Look at Silva knocking off Josh Wolf twice in recent memory. Tonight, still so much to come. Reese Matthews going to be going one-on-one with international champion Xander Slate. Matt Devious going to be beating Chris Andrews, and Mr. Money in the Bank El Jefe up against Angelo Babos in the main event, but not a great start for Tim here against Silva, who goes right after the knees. And Tim has had various injuries throughout his career. Of course, that neck, the neck injury that not only cost him months and months and months of his career, but also made him snap mentally. He had a breakdown, and then you have, of course, the arm that Click targeted, kept him out for nearly a year. So Kevin Silva, especially being a submission expert, has got a lot of points to work on Tim's body. Seems like he's just focusing not entirely on one place, but all over, rather. Definitely a strong start from the Portuguese god of wrestling, as you see Sarria still barking orders from ringside. Trip up, though, and Tim LaFave, half Boston Crab here, working the lower back of Kevin Silva. Imagine if Silva was the one to be tapping out. That would certainly be a turnaround I would not expect. Tim getting back to his seat slowly but surely, only to be greeted by another knee-shattering slam down into the mat. Kevin Silva maybe trying to inflict Another injury on Tim. Elbow to the side of the head, and again, Tim able to get himself down onto his own 2 feet. Running strike, chops down Silva. Tim staying on top of things like a monkey on a cupcake. And there's that power Tim has always exhibited. Tim really likes to separate himself from the rest of the pack. A very old school moveset he exhibits. A lot of suplexes, pretty much every single variation of a suplex you can possibly imagine. Very, very old school, reminiscent of his father. Of course, from time to time, Tim can also surprise you with his athleticism. Moonsaults he can sometimes just pull out of nowhere. Well, that sit-out powerbomb does not keep Silva grounded for very long. Irish over to the corner. Enzu lariat from behind. Clips the back of the head. Right down into a lateral press pin. Only a 1 count. Double leg trip up by LaFave. And one has to wonder, with the current landscape of Genesis truly being completely transformed from the end of last season, the regime now taking over, Pat LaFave as Alpha World Champion. How is that going to work? Pat booking himself as champion. Is he going to defend? It brings up so many questions. I don't know how the board hasn't intervened already, realized the mistake they made and giving Pat the power that they did at the end of last season and kicking out Cass LaFave as GM. You know, so many people, hashtag no confidence campaign, rose up because people didn't agree with how Cass was running the show, but look how Pat's running the show. How is it any better? It's worse, if you ask me. Bullplex by Kevin Silva. Well, even if you take out the regime, you take out the Alpha World Championship, you take out any sort of rivalries, feuds, all of that stuff, just this match, Kevin Silva's got to realize this could truly cement him as one of the upper echelon here on Genesis, defeating the likes of Tim. Oh, man! That combination right there, yo. Any normal person would have been knocked silly. Look at Kevin Silva, though, luring Tim LaFave in. So dangerous is the Portuguese god of wrestling, especially with Soria at his side. Look at Kevin Silva now, not afraid to dip his hands into the dirty heel handbook either. Pulling out them tricks by unsheathing the top turnbuckle, but out of nowhere, Cody Island Cyclone, okay. Oh, but Soria, wow, the little minx distracting Tim for what very well may have been the finish of this match. Look at Tim taunting right in her face, saying, you just prolonged the inevitable, doll. Going to the outside, though. Tim LaFave looking worse for wear, as Kevin Silva's not going to be giving him any time to recuperate. Try to throw him right back into the ring if I were him. No, headbutt. Wow, Tim busted open even. Goes for a punch to the top of the head as Tim now, you can see, leaking the crimson red out of that small gash across his forehead. Forearm smash completely misses, and that's going to be the end, maybe, of Kevin Silva. Can't make those mistakes against Tim LaFave, because he will make you pay for them dearly. Oh, wow. Not even trying to scoop slam Tim. Kevin Silva's lower back seeming to give him some problems there, which benefits Tim, not so much Kevin. Bateman, would you suck on chili dogs with Soria? Be honest. Kevin Silva can't hear you. He's too busy getting choked out by Tim LaFave right now with this reverse chin lock. LaFave continuing throughout this match to try to almost keep himself in the game. Beating on his chest, letting out roars, deep breaths. Hook to the jaw. Oh, Kevin Silva giving Tim LaFave a taste of his own medicine with the Chimera suplex. A maneuver that Tim frequently uses in his matches. No bridge to pin, but Indeed, a pin does follow. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Kevin Silva can't see to believe it, but look how his eyes darted off towards Sarria, and Sarria told him, stay on him. Stay on him, Kevin. The Olympics. Whoa! Immediately reversed by Tim. Olympic stretch nearly locked in. Tim said, nah. And now the Long Island Slam right towards the hard camera. If you ask me, that was a message to the rest of the regime. And maybe more importantly to Xander Slate. Reverse chinlock again being applied by LaFave. Kevin Silva escapes this time. Double elbows right to the ribs. Irish whip to the corner. Wow, but I forgot about that exposed steel. I think Kevin Silva did too, because he was running in for a clothesline. Well, Tim certainly taking it in stride. The metal just poking right into his upper back with his teeth clenched. Coney Island Cyclone a second time. And Sarria not able to save her client on this occasion as Tim LaFave picks up the victory. What a matchup, though, and right when you think Kevin Silva had the match won by throwing Tim LaFave into the exposed turnbuckle, only someone like LaFave could come back like that and say, fuck yo shit. Taking him out with that Coney Island Cyclone. That's the first one. That Sarria distracted Tim on. Couldn't make the pin. Someone like Tim falling for that. A bit surprising, honestly. The allure of an attractive woman, though, you can never count out. Tim LaFave has arrived. Again, though, the question is, with his mind being so fixated on getting revenge against Xander Slate and Randy Borton, will he lend his hand in the battle against the regime, especially now that Josh Wolf is out of the picture for who knows how long? Well, up next, guys, I talked about how much I was looking forward to that last match. I could say the exact same about this collision. First time ever pay-per-view worthy, if you ask me. Matt Devious, guys, the hero killer, everyone's favorite villain, looking to take out the bloody Brit former Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews. And of course, last season, inside of the Elimination Chamber at Anarchy Rules, Matt Devious one step away from securing an Alpha World Championship match when Paul Devine shattered his kneecap to keep him down. And Matt Devious only a little bit over a month's time to heal, and he's back. That is exactly how ferocious this man is. Devious says he will make Paul Devine pay. Unfortunately, he can't do that now as Paul Devine is still overseas in Japan on his promotional tour. Paul Devine, the current #1 contender for the Alpha World Championship, of course, after winning that Elimination Chamber. But now with Pat LaFave as Alpha World Champion and Josh Wolf injured, there's so many questions up in the air. I mean, it's just a truly confusing situation. And here comes Devious, as always, lurking in his locker room backstage. Somebody knocks on the door, says your match is next, and run away, so as to avoid the wrath of the dastardly one. Both these guys out to redeem themselves. So, Chris Andrews, ever since losing his Alpha World Championship to Josh Wolf in the main event of Ascendant 6, has been really struggling like I've never seen him struggle before. A lot of losses, including last week in that #1 contenders match for the International Championship. You know, Britt's got to be eager as all hell to be delivering some revenge on Matt Devious here in this. Look how fucking ripped, dude, jacked this guy is. Shredded even, and literally shredded. Look at those muscles. Yo, Devious did not let that shattered kneecap deter him. Seems like it only made him work harder. Oh, what? This match is Chris Andrews versus Matt Devious! And here he comes, the multi-time world's heavyweight champion, record-setting 3-time Anarchy champ, 2-time international champion, tag team champion. Britt's done virtually everything one can do in the wrestling game and here in CMV. But still out there looking to whoop some ass before going out to the local pub and drinking some lager, where he'll probably get in a bar fight. First time ever encounter between these two superstars, as both men are looking to better their standings in the championship rankings. But again, bringing up the point that Pat LaFave is Alpha World Champion doesn't really even matter. Well, for now, referee Tyson rings the bell, and these two go right after each other. No time wasted feeling each other out. Cross-arm neckbreaker from Devious straight out of the gate. You know, Britt's very good friend, El Jefe, Mr. Money in the Bank, in action in tonight's main event against Angelo Babos. El Jefe might be the only one that can truly save us from the reign of Pat LaFave, because he's got that contract he can cash in anytime, anywhere for an Alpha World Championship match. So I bet that's why Pat LaFave isn't here tonight. I bet that's why he's hiding in the back of his office, probably behind Braxton Sutter, his new personal bodyguard. But early on, this matchup has already not started great for Chris Andrews. CMV. Strike to the midsection. There you go. Never count out the Bloody Brit, baby. Reeling him in for a DDT. Face first off that mat, followed by a kick up the old derriere. Man, Britt's got one of those movesets you could truly never prepare for. 1 minute he's doing something like this, going after that injured knee that truly could not be fully healed. I mean, the doctor probably looked at Matt Devious and said, you should take like a couple of months off, and Devious like snarled at him or something, I'm sure. Elbow to the side of the head, and Devious out of the corner. That calf kick clipping Britt, who rolls to the apron, tries to roll to the apron, but Matt Devious not allowing it. Snap German suplex, there you go. Gonna allow that. Kick to the back, send shooting pains up and down the spine. There's the double middle fingers. At first he was flipping off Devious, then I think he flipped me off. Always flipping me off. German suplex now by Devious. Tippy toe bridge to pin. Only gets himself a 1 count though. Elbow stamp to the knee. You know, Britt's no idiot. Did his homework on Devious before entering the ring tonight, very obviously. Now, Chris Andrews knows Paul Devine very, very, very well. Paul Devine able to defeat Matt Devious only by going to the extreme, though, literally breaking his knee. Look at Britt here, though. Very methodical in his current pace. And then knee to the lower back as well. Working on every single exposed limb, not just the knee. Oh, the gouge to the eye. The dastardly villain known as Matt Devious, never afraid to bend and break the rules. Belly to belly. Well, Devious sent flying overhead. Looks like he might not have any idea where he is right now. Well, Britt might not have any idea where he is. Maybe one too many loggers before coming out here. My God. Relentlessly just stomping on Matt Devious, who's trapped on the ground, trying to fight back up to a viable position. Hold of the arm. Matt Devious not want to stick around in that for very long. Good reason. Oh, misses the drop kick. Britt stepping out of the way just in the nick of time. And of course, all things threes. As now we go into the vertical suplex. Will this be a night to push back against the regime? We just saw Tim LaFave victorious. All the small battles, they amount to something eventually in the overall war. And don't get it twisted, there is most definitely a war brewing here on Genesis. Now flipping off the hard camera. I guess every single person watching around the world not on Britt's good side. Britt been struggling as of late. As I mentioned, he's just not been in a very good mood. I don't blame him. Of course, fucking awesome Britt. Marching, stalling suplex. All the blood rushing to the head of Devious as now Britt is just in absolute control and at his leisure. Tearing Matt Devious apart. Look at these punches now. My God, man. Stomp down out of the face. Matt Devious with a sign of life, though. Oh, what's going on here? Bit of a mental breakdown Devious has. Seems like that's what he needed, though. Modified face buster. Britt getting a face first greeting with the canvas. Matt Devious. How many people? Did Britt just flip off the timekeeper now? What the hell, Britt? Jeez, man. Now just beating the hell out of each other back and forth. Ringside in front of the CMV universe. Matt Devious rolls back into the ring, looking to catch Britt off guard. Forearm smash to the chest. Oh, man. Nice counter by Andrews. Oh, the cliffhanger! Pop-up German suplex. Devious ain't able to deflect that. Straight into the pin as fast as Britt can. You see he was a little bit tired looking. This matchup taking an effect on him. Oh, lining up the shot. Ready! Yeah. 1, 2. Oh. 2.9999999. About to. Oh, now Britt is flipping off Matt Devious. Now Britt actually turns his attention to his opponent. Clothesline vintage Britt here. Military press just letting him go. Double rebound body splash. No double knees to the chest to pin though, huh? Arm snapped over the shoulder. Matt Devious got something left up his sleeve though. So does Britt. Locking in a sharpshooter. Shout out to his Canadian friends. Britt nearly got decapitated on that middle rope. Devious throwing off such velocity and that complete shot off the kneeling position. Might need to go see a dentist after this match is over. But Devious not even done. Cracking the skull of Britt. That modified airplane siren neck breaker. Oh, Devious stalking Britt from the corner and knee right down the sights. One of the most vicious knees I have ever seen. That's not going to be enough, though. Devious can't seem to believe that. Devious got quite a tan as well in the offseason. Even though Britt was able to kick out of that, you could tell very obviously that he's still reeling. Matt Devious knows it as well. Staying on top of things with this figure 4 head scissors. Making it just about impossible for Britt to breathe while he just throws him all over the ring. Punches to the hamstring though. Gonna tense up. Wow! Devious running right into that revenge. 1, 2, 3, and Chris Andrews. Just like that. That was awesome. Devious ran right into that shit. What a match and what an ending, man. Just when you think Britt is down for the count, Devious just about delivered that one to Britt on a silver platter. Ran face first right into the revenge. That's after Britt had endured that knee from the corner, shot out of a goddamn barrel, smoking gun. A much, much needed victory for Chris Andrews, that's without a doubt. But what's next for Britt? And here's a tweet, guys, from Josh Woot, who says, Tim, Britt, good work giving them hell. When I get back, we will make Pat beg for mercy. And it seems like Josh Wolf, even on the shelf, currently dealing with the injuries that were inflicted to him last week, trying to build together some sort of rebellion against the regime. But we talked a lot earlier about if Tim would even follow into that pushback against his father because he's so fixated on revenge against this man, the CMV International Champion, Xander Slayton. And Chris Andrews currently in such a weird place in his career. Who knows if he can stay focused? I mean, Pat LaFave and the regime have truly done a number on the landscape of Genesis. But this is definitely a matchup I am looking. Wait a minute! Xander Slate making his way to the ring. That's Brett Angel, who Xander Slate defeated last week. What the hell? Reese Matthews in the ring, ready to go. Xander Slate was making his entrance, and Brett Angel, I guess, is not. Man, Xander Slate has got a lot of enemies. Angel apparently not through with the International Champion. The regime have not had a good night, guys. I think I can understand why Pat LaFave's hiding in his office. Braxton Sutter watching the door, not letting anybody in. And look at Reese Matthews, of course, capitalizing. Why wouldn't he? The former undisputed champion going after his former good brother without remorse. Xander Slate, though, looks like he might have finally caught his wherewithal as he rushes back into the ring, only to be slammed right back down to the canvas. Reese Matthews like a fucking monkey tonight, the way he's jumping off the top turnbuckle. And there you see Reese Ortiz making his way down to ringside only after Brett Angel had made that ambush. Well, here's a tweet, guys, from Angelo Babos, who says, delivering some karma to a corrupt manager, count me in. Well, it seems like Josh Wolf might have at least one willing ally, and Babos, who of course is still going to be in action later on in our main event against Mr. Money in the Bank El Jefe, but right now trying to, oh, look at Reese Ortiz helping out as he can ringside. Is Xander Slate even going to get the opportunity to use that steel chair, though? I don't think so, the way Reese Matthews has been just pouncing on him. Kicking each other upside the head. Up over the shoulders, and Xander Slate dropped over the top rope. Reese Ortiz, all he could do was watch. Matthews got to know what an opportunity this is. Of course, he was a part of that 5-pack challenge last week to find a #1 contender for Slate in the International Championship, which was ultimately won by Matsuda Tanaka, who's next in line. But Brett Angel apparently punching his ticket as well, and Reese Matthews wants a slice. Well, Matthews got caught off guard that time. Dropped right down onto Slate's knee. The lower back being targeted. Clothesline by Slate. Another clothesline. Ducks the clothesline. Off the ropes, tilt the world. Single knee backbreaker. Kick to the back. Reese Matthews moving out of the way though. Just before it connects, stomp to the quad. Punch to the back of the head. Moving out of the way. These two know each other so well. Enzu Lariat attempted by Xander, but instead gets a back suplex that drops him right on his neck. But here comes Reese Ortiz with Randy Borton on the shelf for an unknown amount of time. Ortiz has become Xander Slate's new best friend, tag team partner, and of course, lover. But even though Reese got that helping hand from Brett Angel, might not be enough. Clean slate. 1, 2, 3, and Xander gonna grab that W. The international champion barely escaping that one. But thanks to the assist by Ortiz, Matthews gets distracted and the show able to capitalize. Well, Brett Angel definitely sent a very clear message with that ambush. Will Xander retaliate is the question. Now, guys, it is co-main event time as the Pitbull Perry Heaton, who made a very interesting career choice last week when he attacked Kevin Silva after the two of them had defeated Josh Wolf, of course, in that handicap match, going against the regime. But Perry not alone, as his new advocate, Nick Platinum, at his side. We'll see how this new duo gels as Heaton is up against Mr. Extreme, NGW alumni called up to Genesis towards the end of last season. And Mr. Extreme definitely is a very impressive superstar who, since coming to Genesis, hasn't really been able to grab that many opportunities, instead slipping up and taking many losses. Tonight could be the turnaround he needs, though, in his season debut. Let's not forget, up next, our main event, Mr. Money in the Bank El Jefe, one-on-one with Angelo Babos, and an opportunity most definitely for Babos. And the ever ominous presence of the Pitbull. Such contrasting personalities between Heenan and Platinum. Heenan, of course, a former Anarchy champion and winner of the second annual Deadly Games. Perry Heenan has always been that close. Part of the Elimination Chamber at Anarchy Rules at the end of last season. Maybe Nick Platinum at his side is exactly what Heenan is finally going to need to break that glass ceiling. But again, did he make the wrong choice last week in turning on Kevin Silva and the regime? Well, Nick Platinum going to let the pit bull off his leash tonight, and Mr. Extreme, well, he just best be ready. And as always, arriving in badass style, Mr. Extreme, ready for a throwdown, drag out brawl at any given time. Mark, are you a big Mr. Extreme fan? I am as a kid. Honestly, on NGW, he garnered my support. It's just like I said, since coming to Genesis, the big time, it's kind of caught up to Extreme a little bit. Maybe he wasn't prepared for it. Maybe he got called up too soon, but looking for redemption this season, hoping for redemption. Will it come in the form of putting down Perry Heenan, though? I'm not so sure. Our co-main event, you can already see the hunger in Heenan's eyes. Referee rings the bell, and despite Heenan having the superior size advantage both in height and weight, Mr. Extreme, the first one to throw hands. Forearm smash didn't really seem to phase Perry all that much, though. Look at that quick dodge, man. You blinked, you missed it. And that's why Heenan is so dangerous. For a man his size, he's fast, he's agile too. He's a submission expert. Oh my God! Do not tell me Perry Heenan Impaler DDT. 1, 2, 3, and this match is over. Not coming to play was the Pitbull. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Perry Heenan not even breaking a sweat. Incredible performance by Perry Heenan tonight. Wow. Well, if you're Mr. Extreme, you need to start wondering what you got to do to get back in shape and to turn this losing streak around. Maybe a visit to Zach Payne's training camp is in order, because after that, man, I mean, I don't want to call Mr. Extreme out or anything. I don't want to certainly rain on his parade or anything, but man, maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe Perry Heenan, no matter who he was up against there, just looking to show that he is not playing around anymore. But now it is main event time, my friends. And what could definitely be a sleeper match, as Mr. Money in the Bank El Jefe, of course, joined by his 500-pound friend Joey Bacon, up against the Outlaw Angelo Babos. Babos has, Jefe's in the ring, ready to go. Here comes Babos, knowing what a huge opportunity this could be for him. And where exactly is Babos? Wait a minute, that's Mills! What the hell? Mills must have attacked Angelo Babos backstage or something. Bombo's completely unconscious. Mills just spitting him out onto the stage, and Mills for weeks now has been wanting to get his hands on El Jefe, and it seems like he grew tired of waiting. Mills taking Bombo's spot in this match. The lumbering Colossus is through waiting, taking his own opportunity by the horns. Bombo's now being collected from the stage by medical crew. Hopefully Mills didn't do too bad of a number on him. Get an update, but fact of the matter is, what a bold move made by Mills. Started all the way back at Ascendance when these two, of course, were a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Mills blamed El Jefe, said that it was his fault. Obviously that he didn't win Money in the Bank because El Jefe did. For weeks upon weeks, been calling El Jefe out on Twitter, demanding that, well, Cass LaFave before, and now Pat LaFave give him the fish. Mills now all over the Arriba man, going for a choke slam too, and it would certainly be a better match for Mills ringside and Joey Bacon. Do nothing but watch as his best friend gets mutilated. El Jefe, though, you gotta respect the fun of the fish, because even though he was preparing all week long for Angelo Babos, oh my God, knocked out of the outside. Did not even quiver when Mills came walking down the ramp. Certainly did not back down, but I do not envy Jefe. Not wishing I was in his boots this precise moment in time. Irish whipper to the corner. From behind comes El Jefe with an Enzu layer. It doesn't even connect to the back of the head, though. That's how tall Mills is, how gargantuan this guy is. Literally lifting him up by the throat with a choke and launching him clear across the ring. And imagine being Joey Bacon and you're helpless. You literally can't do anything while your best friend in the whole world is just being crushed under the weight of this monster. Going after the knee, though, and Mills has made it very clear that he wants to rip Jefe limb from limb. Make him pay for taking that Money in the Bank contract from him. Mills made his debut in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendant 6. Was hoping it would be a night to remember, but Jefe had other plans. Former two-time light heavyweight champion and first ever alongside Joey Bacon, winners of the X-Gen Tag Team Classic, the 6th annual Royal Rumble winner. And of course, speaking of the X-Gen Classic, guys, it is returning. We know that next weekend, the 10th and 11th of November, going to be NGW's Departure and the Fusion pay-per-view Retaliation. But the weekend after that, Fusion exclusive event it is this year, the 2nd annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic. That is far from Jefe's mind right now, though. Trying desperately to get some sort of edge over Mills. Get him down to the corner looking for some fish dip. Mills desperately seeking to avoid that, though. Doing a very good job of it so far. Elbow to the side of the head. Ooh, okay. A little bit of a cheeky slide. Knee strike, but it didn't do much good, did it? Virtually ineffective. And this is the same Mills who took former Alpha World Champion Josh Wolf to the limit last week, though he did lose in the end. And Josh Wolf even gave Mills credit on Twitter afterwards, said, "Push me to my limit." Oh my God, and after those knees up against the ropes, deadlifting Jefe from the canvas, into a military press that was probably 10 feet in the air. 1, 2, 3, and this match is over. Unsurprisingly, Jefe was not getting up from that, guys. My God. Mills grew tired of waiting, taking out Angelo Babos backstage and then conquering the fish. Earth-shattering military suplex there at the end. Good Lord. And I do not envy any man who gets on the bad side of the judo giant. And here we get the bit of the backstory, guys. A tweet from Angelo Babos, who is now recuperated. He says, while I was preparing for my match with El Jefe, I was brutally blindsided backstage by Mills. And although I put up a fight, he got the better of me. Doctors said I couldn't compete, but I'll be fine. Hopefully, I want a match with that coward, or else I'm coming for him. Backstage, so in Mills trying to get at Jefe, seems he's made a new enemy at Angelo Babos. But since there's like nobody here, I guess who is here? I guess we'll just do Soul versus Mark. Just pick somebody for the live event match. Why not? You're the two I see here. That was a pretty short show. About an hour and a half. Well, that is quite a... Oh, I didn't know Bateman was here. The fish got battered. Angelo Babos, Scott Dallas, and Tim LaFay. Oh boy, look at this battle royal. Rob Cross, Phoenix Numero Uno, Flatters, Azrael, Mr. Extreme, Brett Angel, Brody Wajda, and Chris Andrews. That's quite a battle royal. I'd say a triple threat, but I feel like a triple threat is going to like take 10 hours. All right, we'll do a triple threat. Why not? Soul, Bateman, Mark. Choose your warriors. That battle royal is quite stacked, I'd say. That's the only Braxton. Yeah, I guess so. But I have stuff to do tonight, so couldn't go later, unfortunately. It's just life. It be like that sometimes, you know. They'll catch it on past broadcasts and YouTube anyway. That's on NGW Soul. Babos pulling that double duty again on the live event. 2 triple threats. Soul, hello. Soul! Wait, who just got here? Hang on 1 second. But Topher, did you see that devious Brit match? It was 10 out of 10. I have my mic muted right now because somebody just pulled up and my dogs are going crazy.